XRP, XLM, and the alts are in the green because Jerome Powell came on the scene and delivered a 25 basis point cut. We're going to get more of that for the next year and a half as the market is pricing in optimism, new all-time highs being hit, and we're going to talk XRP, XLM price action at the end.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Well, hello, dudes and chicks of the Web3 crypto variety. Before we get into the juicy news, like Jerome dropping at 25 and saying there's more to come, we got to go to your comments. Hot, spicy, naughty, relevant. Maybe I'll share it in the beginning of the next video. Look for the alt to get some massive relief here over the next 12 to 18 months. Jerome Powell's going to give us a nice Christmas. Marcus Schmidt says heat map. That's right, I've been asking, you want the heat map or you want the bubbles at the beginning of the screen? Kaido Creek says heat map. Okay, got more heat map fans here. Anthony Cannell says only the strong survive out here. Ain't no way they're fudding me out. Fuck Gary. I'm all about the Benjis. Hold on, amigos. That's right, hold on tight, because the market was told that there's going to be some pumpage, but we got to worry about dumpage, and that's coming from Jerome Powell. He didn't say the word dumpage, okay? He used his language. I'm using dumpage. Heat map or bubbles? Comment down below. Bubbles sounds more like a porno name. You know, like if I told my wife, like, yo, I'm going to go hang out with Bubbles. She's like, did you bring enough singles? Bitcoin sitting at 76,437. ETH is 2915. Is the ETH run signaling the altcoin run coming to follow next? BNB at 600, ADA at 39.8, Sol 197, XRP 55.8, XLM 10.2. We're going to talk about the alts, XRP and XLM at the end. All right, so we got the quarter, but now look at this. This is December's meeting. December, yeah, we're going to get another quarter cut unless CPI data just goes off the rails, all right, which we should be okay. Early indication says the CPI data for this month, we should be okay. Now, that next meeting is the 18th of December. We did a live stream for the one that happened today, and it was a blast. Seriously, you should consider going. It is a whole bunch of fun for people that love to be active in the chat. It's a whole bunch of fun watching it because we talk about all the things that Jerome Powell says, the questions. How about all the political questions that he was asked today, and he was pissed. And I mean, he got pissed at all the political questions. Any rumors about Trump, you know, firing you when he comes? I mean, he was not having any of it. But let's get back to what happened with Jerome Powell. This is what they said. The committee seeks to achieve maximum employment and inflation at the rate of 2% over the long run. Recent indicators suggest that economic activity has continued to expand at a solid pace since earlier this year. Labor market conditions have generally eased, and unemployment rate has moved up but remains low. Inflation has made progress towards the committee's goal, and so because of that, they have lowered the funds by 25 basis points. That's big. Now, Jerome Powell also did say, look, there's some things that are unsustainable. There are some things that we have to worry about. Talking about debt. Debt is at insanely high freaking levels, all right? And we can't keep sustaining this kind of debt. Housing crisis. Housing is super expensive. There's also hardly any to pick from, which is keeping the supply and demand mechanism of housing and pricing just absolutely aggressive. Aggressive on the what side? Aggressive on the seller side, which isn't good for retail. Also talked about auto loans. Yeah, auto loans are coming down too, but dealerships are holding on to a lot of expensive inventory. Risky assets are going to start moving a lot more now that the Fed is lowering rates. The other reason why you're seeing even more green up on the screen has to do with this. Right now, the GOP, right, the Republicans have a lead in the House. And I'm only bringing this up not because I'm wanting a GOP sweep, nothing like that. I'm bringing this up because if you wanted crypto regs, if you wanted a pro-crypto United States, if you want to get a lot of that juicy U.S. money in, a Republican sweep would be huge for crypto. And you're seeing the markets, not just the crypto markets, but stock markets and global markets rally as well. So we've got Jerome Powell saying, yo, rates are going to be coming down as long as things stay good. It looks like you're going to have a Republican sweep. You've got bunch more juicy cut olas coming, and crypto volume is hot, hot, hot. Now, one thing I want to share with you and I want to highlight is you see this right here up on the screen where it says Altcoin Season Index. This is now at 33. This is the highest we've seen it since we've been tracking this metric. We've seen it as low as 21 and 22, meaning heavily dominant on the BTC side. But now with more alts starting to pump than BTC, and especially Ethereum making the move here, all right, we have to start thinking, well, wait a minute. Is this the trigger for alt season? And I wanted to highlight ETH. Look at ETH. 2,700 earlier today, now 2,915. What about Sol? Sol 185, 184, and now 197. Could Sol break the 200? No, it couldn't. Could not. We're going to be paying attention to that. Now, Ethereum to break 3. Well, Ethereum still looks like it's on its way up. So what market experts are saying is that they said, hey, BTC had its time in the sun. Now it's ETH's time to shine. And when ETH does its thing right and pumps and dumps and the money starts rotating, that you're going to see more of the alts start moving. Now, how long will the election pump last? Honestly, you could see it being a talking point for the next couple weeks. But then when we start getting into the late November into December, we start getting into holiday sales season, okay? And that's something where if holiday sales season starts sucking and we get some bad Christmas sales numbers reported, what does that mean? It means that people don't have that discretionary income. Well, if they don't have that discretionary income and crypto is fueled very heavily by retail, then what? Then there's not as much money for crypto. So we're going to watch those Christmas sales as well and see if we get any action from that. So, hey, ride the election pump train while you can. Make the money while you can because, yes, your comments, hot, spicy, naughty, and relevant. Like Anthony said, I'm here for the Benjis. Yeah, we're all here for making the paper company. But just be cautious because like Jerome Powell said, you got debt, you got housing problems, you got problems in the auto sector. We've got a little bit of softening in the labor market too, so let's just be cautious here. Now, we talked about ETH getting ready to touch 3,000. Is 3,000 the signal to get the alts to start rolling? Sol tried several times to hit 200. Couldn't do it. XLM moving on the way up. XLM's pattern looks very similar to ETH's right here. XLM broke that 10-cent mark, but we've seen time and time again, XLM struggles to maintain that 10-cent mark. What's been interesting is we've seen 3 moves in the last month right here, here, and here, all trying to breach 10 cents, struggled 9.8 cents technically, and where we saw it today finally, for the first time in over a month, breaking through that 10-cent mark. And in fact, we have to go all the way back, right, to April and May to start talking more and more about the juicy times. Has XLM been north of 10 cents before? Yeah, of course. But it hasn't held it. Look at this. Look it up on the map right here from the summer on. Every time it's tried to make a move, it's been pushed down. Making a move, push down, making a move, push down. Pumps and dumps, dips and tips. Let's swing it on over to XRP price where this is a little different. We saw a very, very early morning, late evening attempt for XRP to make the move. Got rejected. Now we found very, very obvious support here, just north of 54 cents. So if you're looking to pay attention to stuff, I'm not paying attention to anything until it gets close to that 54-cent range. And again, I've got my alerts set right now right around that 57-cent mark because if we could break through the resistance that we had earlier today, we could signal our move on up to 60 cents, but there's a hell of a lot of resistance. There's a big wall right around 59 cents when it comes to XRP. But the move is early and the entire market is feeling very bullish and the entire market is looking forward to more and more cuts. Like I said, the next 12 to 18 months, and you could click on all these contracts to see what the odds are, to see how low we're going to go with the cuts. Next 12 to 18 months is going to be juicy for the alts. And right now, we're seeing Ethereum make the charge. We're seeing more and more alts go positive compared to BTC, which could be a good indicator of altcoin season starting to roll. We're starting to see Sol breakthrough, BNB breakthrough. Even the laggards like XLM and XRP are starting to do their thing, and it's starting to thaw, and you're starting to see more and more green up on the screen. So how long will this pump last? All right, this is what I'm doing, and I want to hear from you what indicators you're using. I'm following a couple of the big alts, right? I'm following the BNBs, the Sols, the ETHs, and I'm looking really closely at the resistance points and if they continue to break through them, right? None of us are expecting the old God candle where it just blows up through to the moon, right? But if we kind of hit some resistance here, we kind of pull back, make another move, keep pushing through, keep pushing. That's what I'm looking for. I'm also looking to see volume-wise. Remember, these weekends have been really, really boring volume-wise, and hopefully the weekend's low volume, hopefully there isn't low volume, but hopefully, right, with over the weekend, we can keep that momentum going. Last weekend's volume was, horrible. So hopefully it doesn't continue into this weekend. Now, in terms of CPI data, that's happening next week, all right? Big news there is going to be, hey, can we keep prices under control so that Jerome Powell and the Fed can come back with a minimum of a 25 basis point cut for the December meeting? And if we're lucky, maybe we're good and he'll give us the big jumbo meat for Christmas. And then Santa Claus can report to you even more good news. Now, the good news that I'm very happy about is that XRP, XLM, other laggards out there, ADA, 88, yeah, you're seeing it, they're thawing. They're making moves. Now, will those moves be sustainable? It is super early. The election pump is underway. It's going on right now, so we're going to have to follow the data. And that's why I've got the alert set up on my phone so that when XRP hits that 57-cent range, I start drilling down onto the charts and I start looking to see if more action is possible. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss out. And again, thank you so much for the live stream earlier. That was a ton of fun. We're going to be doing another one with CPI data next week. So I'll be joining you then. Until then, or until next time, I'm going to ice and heat pack my lower extremities. Yeah, because from racing, like I'm still super swollen. By the way, today was the first day I could put shoes on since my race. That is how swollen I am. But hey, progress is progress. Choo-choo, bitches.